We're going on a trip. To be honest, I was feeling quite uninspired and really needed and wanted to get out of the house. But because of COVID and the pandemic going on, we wanted to do this in a safe way. So we decided to head on into nature, into the woods, and go on a hiking, camping trip. Now, this is something that is kind of out of my comfort zone. First of all, I am a little scared of the forest or the woods, especially at night, and since we would be sleeping there, this was definitely something out of my comfort zone. Also, even though it was only one night, we would be sleeping in tents without any running water or anything like that, so we had to make sure to carry enough water for our hike and overnight, to cook and things like that. As you guys know, I love things that get you out of your comfort zone because that is where you truly grow. So we rented a car, packed up our bags, packed as light as we could, made sure to have enough water, and set on our hike. We decided to hike through the forest of Spessart here in Bavaria, Germany. So we picked out a hiking trail and went on our way. And the moment we set foot in that forest, really all the worries and stress that I had before really lifted off. There's something about just being out, especially in nature, where you forget all your troubles and your worries and you're really forced into the present moment. You're forced to think about each step you're taking, making sure you're not tripping, making sure you're not stepping on any little beetles. And it really brought back this kind of simple joy that I was really missing sitting back home in front of my computer at my desk. So I was really happy to be out and about and enjoying the simple things in life. But it also really made me thankful for really, really simple things like water. Since we had no running water, we had to make sure to carry everything and to carry enough. And I really had to learn to use my water wisely. And it was something that I had never had to do before. It is a different experience if you can just turn on the tap and the water flows pretty much endlessly, as opposed to being in the forest, having only limited amounts of water, having to ration that and being careful. And it was definitely a very valuable experience. When we got to our campsite, I definitely learned that mosquitoes can sting you through your leggings, so I was stung pretty much all over the place. We set up our tent, made our really simple camp food and sat around the fire, just talked and were present and tried to enjoy the simplicity and the rawness of the moment, being out in nature, kind of exposed to the elements, exposed to the bugs and the animals there. To be honest, the night was pretty rough, but luckily we didn't have any mosquitoes inside the tent. And the next morning we packed everything up and headed back onto the hiking trail and back to the car. Even though it was such a simple trip, it really was an adventure. Those 24 hours really felt like 3 days of camping and hiking, and it was so much fun and definitely something different, and as I said, out of my comfort zone, but it really taught me so many valuable lessons that I maybe would otherwise not have learned on a more comfortable luxury trip. It really brings you back to your roots. You learn to be thankful for the basic things. You learn not to worry about things in the future. You're more focused on the present and focused on your hiking companion. I recommend hiking and camping in a very raw and natural way to everyone. I feel like even though it might be uncomfortable, as food might be a little salty, but you definitely learn very, very valuable lessons. So I hope that you guys are all doing well during this still ongoing pandemic season, taking care of yourself, taking safety measures. If you guys want to see more in more detail what we did, what we talked about, how it was you can check out our in detail vlog on my Patreon channel. The link, as always, will be down below. And I hope you enjoyed looking into our little trip, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!